dun 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 dun. Hey, what's happening? Sorry, getting my foot caught on stuff. Welcome to another Getting Projects Done with me, Chris. I'm going to take a slight break from the Scumdrek Beastie, the Swamp Boss on Scumdrek. That's the model I'm working on for Age of Sigmar. We're taking a small break from it today, just because, you know, it's more or less just busy work, and I'm just kind of, you know, going through the motions of stuff at the moment. But otherwise, you know, I mean, like, we're gonna go back to it maybe tomorrow, tomorrow, because we're gonna stream tomorrow as well. But today, I want to get started on my Wrath of Angels Aeronautica Imperialis. So we're gonna get started on this today, and I am going to. I think I'll probably break it up a bit as far as dropping stuff. As far as, like, you know, assembly and all that jazz. Got all my sprues. There's only like 4 sprues to the box. Oh, here, let's switch cameras over a bit. There we go. So yeah, there's only 4 sprues to the game. Each sprue has each of the squadrons, right? So we have the Space Marines, and I don't know why, but I'll get really itchy. Anyway, Phoenix Bombers and Nightwings. So I think I'll probably get started on the Nightwings first, just because I loves me some Eldar stuff. I also picked up the cards for the game. Got my dice, bases. Sorry, I've only opened this box. I haven't even dove in yet. Oh yeah, the flight sprues. Now, is that the board? That's the board. Now the big question becomes, the big and all important question becomes, what chapter do I paint the Space Marines? Now, I hear many of you saying, paint them this or that, and, you know, what have you. And what about the Eldar? And, oh, who's joining me? Oh, hail. Oh, I'm on mute. Shit. Hold on. Let's see here.
You're going to paint them pink.
I'm going to paint them what?
Pink.
Pink?
Yeah.
Like pink Space Marines? That is a possibility. I could. Just to show my disdain for Space Marines.
You disdain, even though you spent how many episodes?
Okay, well, maybe not disdain. They certainly have my lack of outward support. Only because so much of the damn things are just all over the place. You know what? This book didn't have my instructions. Sorry, I'm still going through my book here. It's a nice book. It's pretty thick, actually. What's that?
Is it book? It's a nice book? Is it a nice book?
It's a nice book.
Are you sure it's a nice book?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Why? What don't you like about it?
This is being facetious or whatever.
But yeah, Phoenix Bombers. Yeah, so with the Space Marines, I mean, the 2 leading contenders for painting them is Howling Griffins or Crimson Fists. 2 of my more favorite chapters I disdain. Oh, there's the instructions. Oh, and there's a transfer sheet too. I don't know why I thought that instruction book was inside the rulebook section. Kim! Hey, hey, hey! Hey, hey, hey! Hey, hey! Hey, hey! Kim, did you ever watch a show called Fat Albert as a kid? I wanted to see if Kim, because I wanted to know if Fat Albert made its way to Norway I'm sure it did, but you never know. Alright, let's sort of straighten up my shit here. Alright. Now, Assyriani Nightwing, Storm Eagle Saltcraft. Oh, excuse me.
What color are you going to paint your Eldar?
Some Han. That's why it wasn't really, a shock. I'm definitely painting one of. Well, I'm gonna definitely paint one of my Phoenix bombers, like one of my Forge World ones, and I'm definitely gonna paint one of my Nightwings, like my Forge World ones. And in fact, I think I want to do them almost exactly. Exactly. So, let's grab the Nightwing. Now these kits are pretty complex, considering like these things are so small, but like all the little bits. And what I love is that the wings look like they actually can move, which is kind of cool, if you ask me. Of which nobody did. And you can give these things all sorts of upgrades that they never had, because the Nightwing always had the 2 shuriken cannons on the nose, but it looks like you can give it what is that? Shuriken cannon or star cannons? Looks like star cannon barrels. Star cannon, scatter laser, bright lance, and missiles. That's really, really cool. Now, see, here's the hard part.
Yep.
What do I equip them?
Depends on what you want to run them. Depends on how you want to run them.
Yeah.
You might want to leave those off and paint them later.
Well, see, because the thing is that scatter lasers, like, they get 6 in close. Oh.
Yeah, but if you're thinking, well, depends if you want to be competitive or not, because
Never assume I'm going to be competitive.
Doesn't matter. Then do whatever you want.
But I do want to be nice and killy.
Because there are some.
Oof! Only struck 2 structure points.
That are very, very tough. Like Imperials are pretty tough.
Yeah, Imperials are always tough. Imperials always have high armor. Necrons, I imagine when Necrons get into this, they'll be tough. Orcs just have tons of points, like hull points.
Yeah. But, okay, so Orcs have a lot of shooting at close range.
Right.
And a lot of the Imperial stuff, at least prior to the Space Marines, medium range.
Mm-hmm. See, the only thing that hurts the scatter laser is that its damage roll is only a 5. The missile launcher is really good at all range and does good damage, but its ammo is only 2.
Is the scatter laser infinite?
Yeah, unlimited ammo, yeah. But at close and medium range, it's 6 and 4. That's really good.
It's really how you want to play. You want to get in and tussle, or do you want to be like the Tau and kind of stand off? I think you might want to get in and tussle a little bit, because the Eldar have a lot of maneuvers that other factions can't.
Yeah. No, I'm thinking the twin bright lances. Maybe 2 with twin bright lances and 1 with scatter lasers. I mean, I could always magnetize them, I suppose, but because it looks like the weapon option is just 1 bit that fits in.
friendly these kits are?
They're plastics.
No, I meant like as far as like connection points, because my Imperial stuff, like the missiles and the rockets and stuff, were very, very narrow connection points.
Yeah.
So you couldn't fit a magnet in there.
Right. Unless you were really clever.
Yeah. But I like seeing my hard points, and if I had to, take the hard points off.
Yeah. No, I think I'm going to go with scatter lasers. How many do I get? 3? Yeah, 3. This is almost a duplicate of my actual collection of flyers. Because I have 3 Phoenix... I've got 4 Phoenix Bombers and 3 Nightwings for 40k. I love
Did they announce a vampire?
No, but if the Thunderhawk's coming out, like, the Eldar should get the vampire. Right? Should. Yeah, should.
Will they?
Will they? That's a different story. Yes. I'm going to move my camera just a bit here. Just kind of get some of the more of the workspace. There we go. Can we see what I'm doing here? Not really.
Farty? Jeez. I did joke. I think your chair squeaked when you moved.
Oh, no, that's my camera arm I use. Actually, let's change it to auto. Let's have some fun.
Blame it on the camera.
Let's have some fun. We're gonna leave it on auto. Is it nice and fast? Yeah, it's not bad. A little blurry. A little bit more. Boo, boo. Here's a true camera test. Oh shit, dropping stuff.
Here's a true camera test. Show me your fist. Show me what you got. You and that fucking
nerd. Yeah, it's me and the fucking nerdling. Look at that fucking...
This was a mistake.
Why did you guys okay this for licensing? This fucking nerdling. Fuck off with the nerdling. What you working on?
I am clipping some of my Relic Knight guys off of sprues. I think these are called the Sundown Mercenaries. And they're just big dudes with big machine guns and big armor. Led by a lady who thinks she lives in the Wild West, who isn't wearing big armor and doesn't have a big machine gun. She has a 2 revolvers.
Nice.
Subordinate, and then there is a cat human thing lady, and she's in some kind of like big melee power armor where it's anime style, so it has like really big like claws for like proportion to the size of the body.
Sounds fun.
And after that, there's a whole bunch of like pop culture reference minis that came into Kickstarter. So I'm figuring out which ones I want to put together. So I got a whole bunch. Some of them I don't want.
Why not?
Don't want them. It was a bunch of freebies in the Kickstarter. So. Some of them I don't want. Like there's an Attack on Titan one. I don't care about Attack on Titan.
My daughter loves that show. Well, maybe not loves it, but because JoJo is her favorite. But Yeah, but she gets annoyed with me because I tried to watch Attack on Titan and I made it like 3 episodes in, and like nothing happens. You know?
No, stuff happens. Plot development.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah.
I do like JoJo though. JoJo is funny.
Yeah, that's what she keeps telling me. JoJo's really great. I haven't watched it. Like I've caught bits and parts of it, but I haven't like watched it myself.
It's not like super intellectual stuff. It's just kind of like silly.
Yeah, it's apparently it's very memey.
Mimi, as the kids would say.
Yeah, well, that's what we're talking about. The kid, man, it's my kid.
Oh, I was making a reference. I can't remember the actor's name. He's in the meme where it's like, "How do you do, fellow kids?" He's got like the skateboard over his back. I can't remember that freaking actor.
All right.
Hey, have you seen the movie Con Air?
Yes.
He plays the crazy murderer, like the one that like talks to the kid while they're at the like abandoned airport.
Yeah, Steve Buscemi.
Yeah, Steve Buscemi. When he's in a meme where he's got like the skateboard over his back and he's like trying to pose as like a high schooler, and it's like, "How do you do, my fellow kid?"
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen that. Steve Buscemi, one of the prettiest men around.
What?
I said Steve Buscemi, one of the prettiest men around.
No. I heard you.
Oh.
What?
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 What? Yeah.
It is now official way of the brush cannon that Chris has a thing for Steve Buscemi.
It's a joke, man.
It's too late.
Too late. Can't take it back.
Can't take it back. Yeah, you're gonna come to a death. If you come to Deathcon this year, there'll be a horribly like tacky like Steve Buscemi on a shirt waiting for you.
I'd wear it. I'd rock that all the time. What are you talking about?
Like, not a good one, like those dollar store shirts that you get, like, you know, at like resort towns and like the cheap like tourist trap store.
You don't have to oversell it to me.
Oh,
I'm in.
I'm overselling it. I'm just describing it.
I'm in.
You're in.
I would be honored to wear it.
Now I just have to find a shirt front that will make like a $20 shirt. Just put Steve Buscemi's face on it.
And I'm sure Steve Buscemi would be honored to have his.
He probably doesn't watch the show, but it'd be hilarious if he did. Who would Steve Buscemi's arch rival be?
For prettiest?
Just his arch nemesis.
Ooh, I don't know.
I'll let you think about it.
Yeah.
Because then we could get that as a shirt for Matt.
Steve Buscemi's nemesis. I don't know.
Yeah, if he was a superhero, who would be the supervillain?
Now, Steve Buscemi would be a hero. But would he be the hero we need?
He's the hero you got.
Or the hero we deserve?
No, he's the hero you got.
I don't know. Because, like, I mean, like, all jokes aside, I have no idea what the man's really about other than acting, right? And, I mean, you know, obviously picking on, you know, those awesome teeth of his and, you know. him just being, you know, the prettiest man around.
Now who's trying to oversell it?
What? Can't have an opinion about a man's appearance?
No, you can't. I was just saying now who's trying to oversell it.
Yeah, the only thing I could think of is like somebody who, like a Brad Pitt, you know, like the conventional pretty boy. Yeah, because Brad Pitt is always kind of fit to that category of, you know, he's a conventionally handsome man, right? So I think that would be his nemesis.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna go with that.
Okay. So it's a Brad Pitt shirt for Matt.
Yeah. Now I'm sure there is a Brad Pitt fan club shirt out there that we could get him.
We could get him the official one, and then you can get the horribly printed one from like Redbubble or whatever.
Yeah, totally. I mean, you joke, but I'm in. This is a pain in the ass.
You would know what a pain in the ass is because you are one.
Well, just like the Forge World kit, these little wings, they don't line up nicely with the tail wings.
What do you mean? Like they're slightly offset?
Yeah, they droop a little. I remember having that problem with my Forge World models.
Well, I have something for drooping.
Freaking cool, though.
Do they actually? Ooh, they do.
Yeah. Ka-chink, ka-chink, ka-chink. When I hold it upside down, the wings, like gravity, allows them to sit properly, but when I flip it right side up, yeah, they hang. There's a little bit of hang. And I probably shouldn't be that worked up about it, but I am.
I mean, it is GW. They do say they make the best plastic models in the...
Why do you do it in a Trump voice? You sounded like you were doing it in a Trump voice.
I was just being nasty, but it came out as Trump voice to get this fitting for GW.
Because you were doing it like, and they got the best models, and
they got the best models. We're gonna make the customer pay for it.
Hopefully I don't glue my wings together.
Well, if GW is Trump, who's Sleepy Joe?
Yeah, I don't know.
What model company would be Sleepy Joe?
Alright. Maybe if I squeeze these really hard, the tension will make these sit a little bit better. Tension. Not really, but screw it.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Yeah, we'll do it live. No, I guess they're okay. Kind of. Uh-oh. Oh. Hey. Things are sticking a bit. I tried to only glue up here on the nose and at the tail to avoid the mechanism, but I could feel the wings sticking a bit. Must have leaked right in. Using that Tamiya extra thin. These things are so pretty, though. I love Eldar flyers. Me likey. All right. Next is number 5. Yeah. Where am I here?
Hoping I would have a certain shipment from GW today. But,
Why? What are you waiting on?
I'm waiting on Black Templar box.
Oh, okay.
And I'm also waiting for Forge World to ship my order. It's 20 days for delivery, but it's looking like 20 plus days for shipping notification, which is fine. I mean, I'm not in a super rush. They might want to update their website to be like, might be a couple weeks before we dispatch shit.
Yeah. Well, everything's delayed, right? Do 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 do. All right. Man, oh man, you know, with the advent of Titanicus and Aeronautica.
Did you know? Because you mentioned it. GW is doing another advent calendar this year. And it's all the Chibi. It's the Chibi Space Marine. It looks like they're all going to be the same pose as the Bondi. It's the Bondi Chibi Space Marine. But they're doing it in all different chapter colors. Like each Chibi in the box. So like each day of Advent, you open it and it's a different Chibi Space Marine in a different chapter color.
That's cool.
I shouldn't say different Chibi Space Marine. From what they showed, it's all the same, like Bondi sculpt, just different colors.
Right. That's all right. I mean, I'm not super excited about it, but I'm sure there's plenty of others out there who are.
Depending on the price of the calendar, it might be. I mean, if you really like those Chibi Space Marines.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, you know, I'm sure there's plenty of people out there who are like, "Fuck yeah, Chibi."
I mean, I had the Chibi Space Marine. I gave it to somebody, and then I have the Chibi Sister of Battle.
I mean, I'm not against them. Not anything that I want, but you know.
The only reason I got them was they were like $3 or whatever at the shop.
Yeah.
When they released them, so it's like, something I guess a little fun here is like $6. I just pulled like $6 out of my pocket. I'll get 2 of them.
Well, I think like the thing is that they sell them in random packs, so you can't even get the one you want, right?
Because it's like a big thing over in Japan. Japan really likes those like mystery baggy things.
Yeah, exactly. Like it is a cultural thing. I'm going to assume, right? And like in North America and probably a lot of Europe, I can't say for certain, of course, but you know, it differs greatly from Japan in this kind of regards as far as like what we spend our money on and you know the payoff and you know things of that, right?
We're at least from the outside looking in. I mean, there could be somebody that like you know is Japanese, lives in Japan, goes, no, we don't like these you know gotcha systems or whatever they want to like either. But considering the fact that a lot of the games that come out of Japan and a lot of products that come out of Japan tend to be these like blind grab bag things, I'm going to assume, logic would assume that it is a thing that they like over there. They like those little bags with random crap in it.
Right, because like this isn't a one-off. You know, like I know that they have a lot of those little prize machines and you know where you just buy You know, it's like remember like the grocery store, you know, like that would have like the little containers and it have like a little toy in it for like 25 cents. I imagine it's a similar kind of thing. And you know, because the Chibi Space Marines, I can't see that being, oh, well, we just had a brilliant idea. We're just going to put the Chibi Space Marines in these little containers, little blind grab bags, and, you know, who knows what you get, right? I think because a lot of the community that obviously you're trying to, you know, target this towards, they already feel like they're getting price gouged. And so random just drop money on stuff I don't think appeals to a large audience of people who are in this hobby.
In the West, Magic already has that that market locked down.
Yeah, that's another one, Magic. Now, like, same with the cards. Like, I have been in that circle of, you know, buying stupid amounts of cards that ultimately are just fucking cards, really, and spending stupid amounts of money on them to get, you know, cards that I want, right? But I don't think a large amount of the community is of that kind of thing, right?
No. In the Warhammer community, no, because we're used to being able to, like, you know, see, you know, the box or the blister, what's in the box, or, you know, the blister pack, you know, see what minis in there.
Yeah.
Which is why I think Space Marine Heroes 3, it felt like a flop because they sold out, because the first Space Marine Heroes, like blind box thing, that stuck around for a bit.
Right.
Stores, you know, kept stocking those for a bit. But then the second one came out, and they were like, "That's just gonna, I guess Barnes will throw the Space Marine Hero Terminators in Barnes and Nobles." So it never got to my G. But then the Death Guard one came out, and my store got their one little box that has, like, you know, 8 or 9 of, like, the blind bags in it, and that's it. It did not last as long in the store as the first Space Marine Heroes, where he was getting restocks every couple, like, weeks.
Right.
So I wonder if that was GW coming to realization that outside of, like, you know, Japan and stuff, nobody really likes these little. Because that's where Space Marine Heroes came from. That was originally made for the Japanese market.
Yeah.
But now you can get, aside from the Death Guard Space Marine Heroes, you can get almost all of the Space Marine Heroes and those Warhammer games they sell at Barnes and Noble. Warhammer Adventures, or whatever they call them.
It would be interesting to see if, you know, they saw a rise in popularity in Japan because of the chibi. Because I don't see them, I mean, I could be completely wrong, but I don't see it becoming more popular in North America. You know what I mean? Like, with the intro. Yeah.
Because I know, prices aside, like, the Warhammer model boxes are pretty expensive.
Right.
Over in Japan. And Japan's, like, model community tends to be towards single models and not building whole armies.
Right.
Because, like, Gundam's a big thing over there.
Yeah, and Gundam's, like, there's no Gundam army sets. It's all individual packages, right? What's happening, Barfing? We're just talking some speculative shit.
Some conspiracy theories.
I don't know about conspiracy theories, but
just speculation on the Warhammer market.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Basically, we were talking about the popularity of chibis.
Chibi, like the art style.
Well, you know how they have those little grab bags for Space Marine chibis?
They do?
Yeah.
They did.
Or did. They don't sell it no more?
Nope.
Yeah.
With the Google machine.
Yeah, so apparently Games Workshop is doing an advent calendar, and it's full of Chibi Marine.
Yeah, it's all
Those
TV
things.
characters. Each day is a different chapter.
I am going to pass. Oh, look at little space wolf.
Now, I'm all about, cute little things. But, yeah, even the chibi stuff was a bit of a pass for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm all about the plushy Nurgling. I'm all about, what else is there cute? What are some of the other cute shit? Oh, the Funkos. I like the Funkos.
Foxwalkers.
Poxwalkers.
Yeah, they're kind of cute. With the little smiles.
Yeah, they're cute in a Steve Buscemi kind of way.
Yeah, exactly.
Poor Steve is just taking a fucking beating today on this.
So, the advent calendar comes with 24 of what looks like the same pose Chibi Space Marine, just a different chapter color.
Right.
There's a Howling Griffins one.
Oh. Might have to get it.
Just wait for somebody to get their advent calendar and not want any of them. Just like, "Here."
Yeah, these little planes are awesome. With all this stuff that they're putting out for like Aeronautica and, all this gibbly-gook, I certainly hope that Titanicus Aeronautica is a sign that we're going to get epic again.
I am of the camp that I'm not going to speculate if Epic comes back, because people were saying that because Titanicus and Aeronautica have been out for 3, maybe 4 years ish, somewhere in the realm of that. Since the beginning, people were saying this means Epic's coming back, and so far, it hasn't. So
No. But with Games Workshop reaching into their bag of IP from way back in the day, look at the release dates, if you can find them, of when Titanicus, the original Titanicus, came out, then Space Marine, and then, the rest of Epic stuff. As something tells me, it was quite a few years before that stuff came out and made an appearance. Is that this one? Thank God these little pieces are keyed. Holy shit. It's a nightmare. But yeah, I mean, like, because the thing is that everybody's always speculated that obviously, if we do get Titanicus and we get Epic again, that the scale is going to jump up a bit, and I'm fine with that. I'm okay with larger sized, tiny versions of things.
it would be neat, but I am in the camp of I don't believe it's going to happen until it happens.
Well, yeah. It ain't going to happen until it happens. You're absolutely correct. It's like a tornado is not going to hit your house until a tornado hits your house. Oh, for fuck's sakes. I think I might need my tweezers for this little shit.
Yeah, well, now you can't find your tweezers, so.
Why? Do you know where my tweezers are?
No, that's where at.
Oh. Why would you want to do that?
Because it's you.
Oh.
Because it's you, Chris.
There we go. One, well, I didn't put the gun on. Yeah, I don't... It would be nice to magnetize them, but I think I'm just going to bite the bullet and just equip them permanently.
Chris equipped them, and it wasn't the meta, so we never won any of those games.
Yeah, pretty much, right?
This way, when if you build them and the weapons aren't good, and you play against Gim, he'll have the time of his life.
I think if I was to play against Gim and he kicked the snot out of my Eldar, I don't think I would never not hear about it ever again.
Life of
The
an Eldar
question
player.
is, would it be like he kicks the snot out of you one time, and then you kick the snot out of him a bunch of times after, but then he's like the New York Giants, the Pats fans, where it's like, well, yeah, you guys might have won like the next like 8 or 9 Super Bowls, but remember that one time like 20 years ago when we beat you in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much what it would be. Yeah. Yeah.
Those are my favorite fans that cling to past glory against like other teams, like, but there were Super Bowls or championships the team won before that fan was born.
Yes, I also know of Sport Ball.
The ball of sports.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed, most sports are indeed played with a ball.
Working on anything, Barfing?
Yes. Still the trike.
Ooh.
Orky trikey thing.
Orky trekky thing.
What's it called? Def. Def something. Def Killer War Trike.
Do you play at all, or do you just paint?
I haven't played in a long time, but we had a good streak of playing some years ago.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
I was the Marine boy.
Oh, you're one of those guys.
I got too many. Well, what else I got? I got Imperial card, Death card. Fuck, what else do I have? I have loads. I have too many armies.
That's all right.
But I never did any Xenos armies, so orcs it is.
Oh, so this is a big departure for you then.
No, wait, I had the Tau army, but I gave it away. That's how much I enjoyed playing them.
You just gave them away? What was it, back in like 3rd edition?
No, 7.
Oh, really?
Oh, they were good in 7.
Yeah.
They were boring. All you did is stand and shoot. I like to be up close and very personal.
How personal?
If you like the you know, that melee, yeah, Tal's probably the worst faction.
Yeah, I did play the melee.
You played Tal melee. Huh.
Yeah. Pricey suits. Whole bunch of suits. It was completely terrible, but more interesting than standing in the corner and shooting.
Yeah, I think Tau, for the most part, I think appeals to a lot of the shock and awe type characters, counting myself as one.
Yeah, because you got your standard infantry that just kind of shoot, but then you have like the hammerheads with like the big rail guns or like the ion cannon you can put on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there's a lot to like about a Tau army, like aesthetically and game wise, and you know,
It was the aesthetics that won me over.
yeah. I used to have Tau as well.
I used to have back, I think it was 6th edition, when Farsight Enclave, so he took Commander Farsight and he made Crisis Suits troops.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah.
And I themed them all off of Gundam. So, Farsight was painted like a Gundam, or like, I forget which show I copied it off of. And then it's probably either like Unicorn, the Gundam Unicorn, or Gundam Seed. And then all the non-character suits were painted like Zaku's.
That's cool. Do you got pictures of them?
No.
Oh, man.
I mean, I want to eventually revisit that idea at some point. I was thinking either going with Tau again, or what is it, the Space Marine, what is it, suppressors, the floaty guys with the autocannons.
Well, yeah.
Somebody makes 3D printable Zaku heads that you can just like put on them.
That's cool. That's very cool. I entered a Golden Demon like 20 years ago, and it was with my Tau. I entered a Hammerhead, and it wasn't anything spectacular. It was just straight up paint job and nothing.
Wipe the floor.
What's that? I didn't hear you, Hale. What?
I said, you mean you didn't wipe the floor?
No, I didn't think it would go very far. It made first round, but like it wasn't like I did not spend a great deal of time on it or anything like that. But I've searched high and low because I know for a long time Games Workshop used to have the pictures up on the site from like previous Golden Demons first rounds, and like they in their Games Day coverages. And I had won first place in the art competition, and it was it was just simple line drawing of a Chaos Warrior, and I've scoured and scoured and scoured. I can't remember if it was Canada Games Day 01, 02, or 03. It was one of those, but yeah, because I had the drawing. But I think the drawing died somewhere. So, yeah.
It's now in an unmarked grave.
Yeah, it's like, it's gone. I don't know where it is. It's gone. I mean, like, I wouldn't, it's not like something that I would say, God, I wish I had it back or anything like that. But it was cool. It was, it was a nice little memory, and it was fun. It was, Games Day, and that year that was the only thing I won. And honestly, it's the only thing I really kind of gave a shit about too.
Someone in chat being like, somebody gave him a 3,000 point Tau army still in boxes because they won a ban.
Kim got a 3,000 Tau army still in boxes that someone gave me because they would never get around to painting it. Oh, because you just gifted away your Tau.
See, I wish people would just gift me their like unwanted minions.
You want me to send you some?
That's the joke, because like there's always somebody when you're like in a group talking with people. There's always somebody who's like, oh yeah, somebody gifted me like X thousand points for because they just didn't feel like painting them or building them or playing with them anymore. Like, I wish people gave me free stuff.
I want free stuff.
I got 750 of Dark Angels you could have.
Dark Angels.
Yeah, get free stuff and then fucking complains about it.
No Dark Angel for you.
Oh, Dark
I
Angels.
say that, but what is it? 6th edition? I painted them Dark Angels. I came in the box. The starter box.
Yeah, I did the what you call them? The Terminator dudes. Deathwatch? No, Wing.
Wing.
I got a Deathwing and a Ravenwing thingamabob, and then for funsies I bought from Dark Angel Marines and never painted them.
Oh, Chris, Homo is correcting you. It was gifted to him. He didn't gift it away.
Oh.
So he got a free 3,000 point tower.
That's all right. I mean, even if it was an army I didn't play, I mean, I would not scoff at, a free army.
If somebody at my local was like, here's this free, couple thousand point army of, even if it's like a model, like one of the factions I didn't care about, I'd be like, oh, thanks, it's free.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Free stuff. Paint it up and sell it. Profit.
Yeah, that is an option.
Just the guy who never sells anything.
See, I'm one of the reverse hobbyists. I have no problem selling a project. No matter how much money I've spent on, if it sits unfinished for like long periods of time, I just consider it a loss already and then just sell and get rid of it.
I don't know if I'd go that far. Because shit. Banging around all sorts of stuff. Yeah, I don't know if I'd go that far as how I view a lot of this. Because otherwise I wouldn't just have, big piles of models in my office. I mean, like half my office right now is unpainted and unassembled model kits, right? 40K fantasy and
Yeah, but see, that's
other stuff.
Well,
Well,
not my job.
True. I mean, like, yeah, I am, trying to make a living at this, and and all that it entails. But yeah,
It's more of a space thing for me. Like, I have a whole bunch of goblin squig hoppers for a Age of Sigmar force I built for a campaign, and I played with them, and it was fun. And it's like 1,000 points of nothing but squig hoppers. And I'm not tired of goblins, but I kind of want the big spiders. The Ragnarok spiders with the little goblins and the howdahs more than I want squig hoppers. So I was like, well, I could get rid of the squig hoppers and use whatever I get from that to start buying the spider boy.
Oh, that reminds me. I do some currency converting. I found one of them Necro Sphinx online
oh really?
for nothing. Let's see. Let's do Canadian dollars for fun. It was $118, unpainted.
That's not bad.
Yeah. I was almost tempted to get it, but what would I do with it?
Right.
Except paint it.
No, convert it, paint it,
Play old hammer.
play some old hammer, yeah. Many, 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 many options, right? These planes are
I think I
just
got
so
my
damn
hands
pretty.
full.
What was that?
I think I've got my hands full already. It looks. Still got 2,000 points of maggot keen to paint.
Now, when you guys, and I'm asking pretty much everybody, when you buy a model and you hang on to it for any number of years, 1 year, 10 years, in the back of your brain, are you saying to yourself, I'm going to get to it?
Alrighty, so trying to register. So a model that I'm like, I buy it and I'm like, I'm gonna get to this. I'm gonna get to this.
Yeah, and it sits on your shelf for any number of years or days, whatever.
Okay. And then what? You just never get to it?
But you never get to it. Or,
Alright, well, I only have one model, and it's a pretty good example of a model. Sanguinius. I have the special edition Sanguinius that comes with that diorama base where he's stabbing a demon.
okay.
I added that to Con 2019. I sat in line for that model. Haven't done anything with it. It's scattered in 2 boxes. One box has Sanguinius in it, and the other one has like the scenic face. And it's just been sitting there. I haven't even like put it together. And it is one of those things where it's like I'll get to it, and then I sit down to work on it, and I'm like, eh.
Well, because like, you know, I don't believe in the pile of shame idea, right?
Yeah, here we go.
But
I don't believe in the pile of shame either. It's just because I, you know, quote unquote liquidate the pile of shame every once in a while. If there's stuff in there that I haven't touched, I get rid of it.
Sure. Well, when space is a consideration, of course, it only makes sense, right?
But if I had unlimited space, yeah, no, I wouldn't call it a pile of shame. I'd keep it.
Right. You'd basically be like a dragon just hoarding your gold.
I would hoard it, but then when it goes OOP, I would be one of the market entrepreneurs where it's like rare model kit. It's like
right. Yeah.
the price up 50% of what I ever paid for it or whatever.
Right.
Now I'm not encouraging scalping, but I'm saying I'm an opportunistic person. So if something I happen to have goes up in value, I'm going to sell it for that increased value.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Especially if you're not using it and it's going to go to a good home and somebody's going to do something with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
and somebody obviously thinks it's valued that much if they buy it. So.
Right, yeah, exactly. And value, I mean, like, value is, like beauty, is in the eye of the beholder, right?
Yep, it's all subjective.
Yeah.
Like earlier, you said you don't think some of those magic cards are worth that much. Some people out there think they're worth that much.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, like there's a lot of craziness I see out there. Yeah. Kim says, I always have the intention of getting to them. Yeah, I mean, like it's not like I'm sitting there going, yeah, you guys, like, you know, don't buy the shit.
You definitely have the intention of, I'm going to do this.
Right.
It's just one of those things where later on down the line, you just might never do it.
Yeah, but like I'm kind of like, I'm just, because like for myself, like there's a lot of things I'm looking at on my shelf that I want to get to, but I know I'm not. I'm very unlikely to get to it.
Part of the reason why I haven't probably gotten Sanguinius is because he's a 30k model, and I don't get to play 30k that much. So it's not like I want to paint him and stuff, and it's like I'll get to him, but it's not a pressing issue. Like I don't have to paint it for a game next week or whatever.
Right. Now, do you find that is something that motivates you to get stuff done?
If it's something that I have to paint for a game that I have scheduled, yeah. Like, I think I told you when I spent the first night at Adeptus drunk in my hotel painting almost 100 guardsmen. Well, I shouldn't say painting because they were base coated, but I was like highlighting.
Right. What about you, Barfin?
I don't know, man. I don't know what I got up there. I have a
Painting-
loft full of stuff.
Painting for games is definitely like a big motivating factor. Because I mean, I'll paint when I don't have to paint for a game, but I kind of like dawdle. You know, like I'll sit there, really take my time, and like I might, you know, like if I'm painting like I don't know, a space wolf, I might paint, you know, the base coat of his armor. But I might just kind of dawdle on like painting like his fur pelt, like, oh, what color do I want to paint it? Whereas if I had to paint him for a game, I'm just like, this color is close enough, and then paint him.
My problem is I like to take time. I don't like to batch paint at all. So I mean that's not a problem in itself. But if you're going to have an army done, let's say you're playing a Warcry game and you get new units and then you buy it.
Right.
I'll be sitting there painting the same dude, and then next week like, yeah, I got one painted model.
Right. Yeah.
And then the Warcry game finishes, and I just put them on the shelf. And no, not Warcry, Path to Glory.
And then that's a problem that I have as well, because I want to get to painting and playing some games, and it is very challenging to get projects painted and finished to play games in a timely fashion, right? Because yeah, like you, Barfing, I'm not really one for batch painting, unless of course I'm airbrushing, in which case I'm just gonna just slap paint on, and I have zero fucks to give about the finish, right?
Yeah,
Which is very rare, because I do give a shit about the finish. And so yeah, it's just an interesting little thing.
I would say I'm like that because like the Savage orcs I'm painting for AOS, I'm taking my time because I'm doing my normal orc skin workup where you know a whole bunch of different colors, and then I glaze it at the end. And
yeah, I'm a huge sucker for anything with skin.
it's seven different colors, not counting the glaze I use at the end to bring it together. And I'm doing that workup for all my Savage orcs for Age of Sigmar. But I will also sit there and I will have no qualms if it's something I have to, speed paint overnight. I have no qualms sitting there going base coat wash, base coat wash, base coat wash.
Yes.
That's the thing I can do. That's the thing I can batch paint. You just spray him to hell with airbrush and then shade.
Right.
So for me, it's more of a per army thing. It's like, what is this for? Is this for a game? Is this for a game like this weekend? And I'm just starting right now. I would have no qualms going down to the store, buying contrast paint and a spray can and spraying and then just contrasting everything.
Right.
If it's like my personal, this is going to be, the army that I put in my little display case at home, I might sit there and, work a couple hours on one mini.
Right.
For me, it's really subjective to what I'm trying to accomplish. Mission mindset on boss likes to say.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, for me, I think it's trying to not be too artsy about it all, and really kind of just fucking just get it done, I always struggle with that. When I started in the hobby, I didn't really have much trouble with that, because we had a strict rule in my gaming group that the models, or the games we played, the models had to be painted. And, that was it. And so that always made sure that we were always painting and playing, and, vice versa. And I think that's kind of where my head is still at, I think, as far as, getting projects done for gaming, I mean, I have played games with unfinished models, but that was because my spending got ahead of my painting.
That happens.
What's
Actually,
that?
happens.
Yeah, well, I'm sure it happens to many of us that, you know, collect in game, right? Anybody who's purely a painter probably can't relate to that, but yeah.
I've in all my years in this hobby, which is not as many as Chris has. um, I've only met one person who plays and paints who would paint the kit they bought before they bought another kit.
Oh, yeah. That's a rare individual.
I used to do that.
Yeah.
The unicorns are out there. How long they stay that unicorn, debatable, but they're out there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I lost my horn. I'm just a bloody horse.
Now you're just a horse.
Or was your horn just poorly glued to your head from the start?
Yeah, I used some Loctite. That shit sucks.
I actually use Loctite super glue. I use Loctite super glue ultra gel control for my resin models, and it's pretty good in my opinion.
Yeah, no, it's to each their own. I've had only bad experiences with Loctite.
Did you use the gel or the liquid?
Both. In all sorts of applying methods. It just, yeah, I don't know why. Maybe I'm just absolutely terrible with it.
For metal and resin minis, I only ever use gel super glue. So like Gorilla Glue, I'll use the gel. Loctite, I'll use the gel. I don't use the liquid super glue. I don't find it to be that great.
Yeah, I made one of those gator clamps.
Oh, yeah?
Oh yeah, it works wonderfully.
That's cool.
I think the clamp itself is a bit strong.
Is it leaving marks on your models?
No, I taped over. I filed down the teeth and taped over.
I think my fucking wing is bent.
You bent the wing.
No, I think it bent in the fucking plastic. The fuck, man? Or is it supposed to be bent? They're not bent. They're all straight.
I have had that sometimes where, like, in the packing process of
Like it was put away hot or something?
Yeah, or maybe a little too overeager in the boxing process.
Yeah, well, it's not like the plastic doesn't look like it's stressed, because you know when you bend it too far, right, it turns white. It doesn't look like that. But the wing does not look straight. Fuck you. Okay, this whole box set sucks.
Well,
Immediately, the whole thing just fucking rots.
throw it across the floor.
Experience ruined.
Yeah, I'm getting my refund. I
Me
want
if you're so upset with it, Chris.
I want to talk to the manager.
You're gonna get a bob haircut?
Yeah. Yeah. I want to speak to the manager.
Yeah, but Chris, if you're so upset with that kit, you should send it to me.
Speaking of sending free stuff to people.
Oh, there's the theme.
Yeah. This is an open favor for everybody. If you're so dissatisfied with your miniatures purchases, you should send them to my house.
If you're on,
delivered to your door.
yeah, I don't know if you guys can.
That power sword in your Space Marine tactical kit. Angry about it? Send it to me.
I don't know if you guys can see it on camera, but yeah.
I can see a little like warpage.
Yeah, see on this end of the yeah.
If you're very, very, very careful, you might be able to bend it back.
like.
I wouldn't risk it.
Heat gun would be too
Try and
hot.
risk it for the biscuit. I'm not going to.
A heat gun would be too hot. But a hairdryer might not be. Hairdryer might get it there. It's thin. Like, this thing is thin little piece.
I was gonna say you could probably use your fingers to do it, but that's so thin you might stress the plastic out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
something hot.
and once you've stressed plastic, I don't know how a way that you can bring it back, other than maybe heating it.
Maybe a little bit of like Tamiya, very thin. If you were very, very careful.
Yeah.
If you apply too much, you've now just melted the stress plastic.
All right.
Yeah, you might have to anneal it like you do steel.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like a process like that, right? All right. I am going to do something terribly anal, and I'm going to heat this piece up because it's annoying me. And this is why projects take me so long.
Is your anal?
Because I'm anal, yes.
Was it pedantic?
Yeah. I'm holding it about less than an inch away from the end of my hairdryer. About like that close right there.
I think the noise gate is not helping you.
What's that?
I think the noise gate is not helping you.
Oh. Let's see if we can reshape this. Call me crazy, but it looks like it's going back to form on its own. Okay. Oh, that barely even warmed it up. No, I think I'm gonna might have to use something a little bit more aggressive. Okay.
Like an angry hairdryer.
Well, I don't want to bust out the heat gun. The heat gun will fucking just melt this thing.
I love it when you bust up the heat gun.
The hairdryer didn't work?
No, the bit barely feels warm. So I'm gonna go high. Hold on a second.
What?
Does this little thing mean what I think it means? It says 250 over here and 125. Is this a heat dial? Can I change the temperature on this thing?
Maybe.
Might be voltage, who knows?
Fucking electrocute myself here. Okay, watch out, kids. We're gonna give this a try. I'm gonna turn up the heat. I'm turning up the heat on this. Probably fucking.
I'll watch the 11 o'clock news tonight. It'll be a Canadian man flies in the
Yeah.
Mustache intact.
Oh, look at that! I can't even go down. Oh, it's a lock. Huh? It's a lock. Why would that lock? I can't go to the high setting if I've set to 250. But it does feel warmer though, so I'm gonna try again.
That's what she said.
Got him.
Well, it might lock because the 250 on high might break the hairdryer or it might be too hot. Like, Using like a hair dryer.
It's the function that prevents stupid from happening.
Okay, let's see if this did it. Did the trick. It definitely feels warmer. It feels warmer, but not warm enough. Fuck! This is gonna annoy me. I am annoyed. Oh, what to do? What to do? I guess.
Hot water?
Hot water, maybe. Might be gentle enough. I'm just toying with the idea of getting my heat gun.
Chris, I know it's annoying the crap out of you, but don't make any decisions you'll regret. As he starts making decisions you'll regret.
I should have that printed as a t-shirt, because, yeah. Story of my life.
And you're going to pull out that heat gun, and it's going to fucking fry that piece of plastic.
Yeah, I know. Boiling water is not a bad idea.
I would say, how about you set it down and work on a different, like, model in the kit or something, and come back to it to see if it annoys you anymore.
Yeah.
That's what I did with my goblins when I primed them, because normally I prime with an airbrush, but I didn't have my airbrush set up, so I got a rattle can. And some of them, fine. Some of them got that little, like, dry pebbling stuff on it. And I was really pissed off, but then I sat them down, went and did other stuff, picked them back up, and I was like, eh.
Right. Kim, you can't go to the high setting because it's already so hot on low that it's not good to go any higher on the hair. Right. Yeah, because I just put it back to 125, and I could go to the higher setting to blow. And yeah, I could really feel the heat coming out, and I could also smell, like, you know, that hair dryer smell. So, yeah.
Getting that good hair dry smell.
Yeah. Dragon Knight. Hello all. Hello, Dragon Knight. I still got boxes on boxes of Aeronautica from last two releases. Since I did get everything from those, might have to pick up this one over the weekend. I thought you said I thought you already had this box, Kim. This Wrath of Angles.
Wrath of Angles or Wrath of Angles?
Angles.
English.
All right, I'm gonna use the high setting because it really gets warm. We're gonna give this one more try, and if it doesn't succeed, I'm just gonna take my tack hammer to everything. Already smells like burning plastic in here.
hello, bird.
Oh.
Oop.
Oh.
Say hello back.
Oh. Oh.
What?
I said hello, bird, and I heard just a squeak.
The hard part is trying to shock this back into, like, to stay in its form.
Ice water.
Yeah, but look at that. It's fucking straight, man.
Yay.
Yay! There was much rejoicing.
Now he doesn't have to bring out the heat gun.
Now I don't have to break out the heat gun and fuck my shit up. Yay! Now, my luck, as it cools, it'll go back to that shape. I'll think it's all fine and dandy, and then I'll come back tomorrow and look at the wings all fucking bent.
You did anneal it first.
Funnier is if you look at your which model is this again? Nightwing.
Yeah.
Look at your actual Nightwing, and you realize that the wings are actually kind of angled a little bit.
No, well, yeah, no, like these plastic models. See, like, well, they line up okay. They're supposed to line up and be flush with the tail wings, right?
Oh no, I get that.
But the Forge World ones, they don't.
You can move the wings.
Yeah, you can move the wings of these little guys, yeah.
That's
The
very sweet.
Yeah, the Tau Flyers, you can move the little gun drones. They're pretty sweet. Tau in this game are pretty annoying.
In just that game?
Yeah, in just this game, yes. This is the only game that Tau are really annoying. And I'm sure Eldar are going to be a huge frickin' pain in this game. But Eldar are always supposed to be a pain.
Unveil folks with their high and mighty magic.
I'm just mostly happy that this warpage is mostly dealt with. There's still a slight warpage, but I can live with that.
You can? Are you sure?
Yeah, it's overall the shape is very straight. Like, I don't know if you can see very well on camera. You can still see there's a slight bend at the points here. But that's fine.
Questioning whether you were okay with it.
But I'm okay with it. I can live with it. Kind of have to be at this point now.
I will be right back.
To accept the fact that if he keeps screwing with the wings, he might actually break it.
Yeah, exactly. Just declare a win and move on. That's pretty much my MO. Yep. Very happy. Happy. I like these little models. These make me want to finish my Forge World ones. But yeah, I hope they do the vampire. I would snap up a vampire in a hot second. If that's what they do. The vampire is probably one of my favorite Eldar flyers. And not just because it looks like a Klingon bird of prey, but it does. Where the hell am I? Kim, nope, I've not picked it up yet, but I'm getting it. Yeah, cool. Got to have all of the stuff. FOMO. FOMO. Dragon Knight. I got my Legion Fellblade today from my Centerpiece Black Templar army. Cool. That's very cool. Kim, don't you think they will make the Vampire? They are making a Thunderhawk for Space Marines. Yeah, that's why I'm hopeful that they are going to make the Vampire, right? Because, like, why would you put up the Thunderhawk for the Space Marines in this game and not give the Eldar their, heavy flyer? But I'm here, I mean, who knows, right? I mean, like, who knows what crazy-ass decisions go on at Games Workshop when they're deciding to release stuff.
Their decisions are, does this release recognize the Eldar fan base? If it is yes, then don't release it.
Yeah, exactly, right? I think that's also why I kind of shit on Space Marines, because, I'm tired of it being all about Space Marines, and I'm just wondering like why they go through these decisions like to release things. Like, is it genuinely sales based, or is it a conscious decision that no, they want to put more Space Marines out there because I don't know, what is their goal, right? Like, what is their thinking behind concentrating so much effort into releasing so much Space Marine stuff? I mean, like, my first reaction would be, well, because, it's an IP thing. But Space Marine, the term Space Marine, I don't think they can copyright it, right?
No, that's why they started using, like, Adeptus Astartes on their codex, because they're just Space Marine, like, the old edition.
Right, and, like, even the concept of armored, Marines in space, like, that is not entirely their concept. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many things that are not theirs in this idea initially. But I mean, you could say the same for like a stormtrooper in Star Wars. That's not an original idea, because essentially it's the same thing, right? They're just not superhuman is all, but I mean, technically in the Star Wars universe, are humans even considered human?
I don't know if they're called humans, but they distinguish themselves as not being alien. I guess that makes sense, because the Empire hates non-humans, I guess you could say.
Sure. But I mean, that just plays into their, Nazi trope, right?
True.
Like, it's purely for story point or storytelling. And, as everything should be, really. But, yeah. But I think that's why, for the most part, that's why I whine about Space Marines, and I shit on them, because, yeah, they're Space Marines. Because from a storytelling point of view, every hero needs a villain.
Yeah, but are Eldar really the villain?
Well, they're not the good guys.
Yeah, but what if they're just bystanders forced to defend themselves from the big Imperium that is coming to smash their planet?
Sure, but I mean, again, they're an adversary. Okay, excuse me, they're an adversary, I guess, to Space Marines and humans, and I guess like the real big villains of Warhammer 40,000 would be Necrons and Tyranids, two humans, right?
And Chaos.
What's that?
And Chaos.
Yeah, and Chaos.
Because they're I forget what their reference is, like the great enemy or like the old enemy or something.
Well, the Eldar call Chaos the great enemy. and that's for the Slanesh shit.
High price.
So we're talking about Eldar and Space Marines. I do like the meme where it's like, if Eldar consider humans to be like, monkeys, hence the name Monkai, then how come they're afraid of Space Marines? And the meme goes, well, you would be afraid of a, 3-ton gorilla bursting into your front door with a shotgun.
Yeah.
And I just don't like that. Like, that was the example they used, was a 3-ton gorilla bursting through your front door.
Do you have Warhammer Plus?
No.
Oh, the latest episode, Hammer and Bolter. It's a Eldar perspective, and their craft world's getting attacked by Space Marines. And yeah, it's pretty cool. It's still Space Marines, kicking the fuck out of everything, but it's good. Spoiler.
Spoiler.
I know. I might as well just have like a little caption, like right at the
Well, I was going to
bottom
say,
of the screen.
Space Marines
Spoiler.
beating the crap out of everything isn't really a spoiler because it's to be expected of GW quality. It's a lot of their writing and shit.
Yeah. It is to be expected that they're the poster boy and they're gonna win all the battles, right? But that doesn't create tension. Knowing that Space Marines are always going to win doesn't create tension in the stories because they're always going to be victorious.
I take flack for this. I mean, I like reading the Black Library books, and there are some really good writers. I just don't think Black Library books are like these amazing novel masterpieces that community tends to paint them as.
Yeah. I mean, like
you can pick up a book. If there's a Space Marine on the cover, the odds are pretty good that he's going to win whatever battle he's fighting in that book.
Exactly. The odds are.
Chris, the way you wiped your knife just now almost gave me anxiety.
What? Like that?
On your pinky. Well, that's because I'm on blood thinners. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. I guess I could see the anxiety in that. Yeah. So are you telling me not to do it?
No, go ahead. You do you. I just saw it in the corner of my eye. I thought, oh my god, no.
Yeah. Well, again, I mean, like, when I'm showing in tutorials, yeah, do as I say, not as I do. Because yeah, I'm sure somebody who's going to follow this kind of example here is going to end up cutting themselves. But I mean, I've been doing this for many, many years that I'm just, I'm pretty comfortable, not doing it. Even like putting the blade edge, right up against your finger.
I used to do it.
Yeah, it's fine, right? I mean, like.
But now it's a bit more dodgy.
Right. Well, yeah. But I mean, like, even like the blade. I mean, like, I can push the blade edge against my flesh, and you're fine, right? It's if you push the blade edge against your flesh and then do a side to side type of motion, that's when you're gonna get cut.
Oh yeah.
Motherfucker gonna get cut.
I cut myself on a knife that I made.
You make knives?
Because I was, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
It was like a teeny tiny cut, but given my medication, it didn't feel like it, didn't look like it.
Really?
Yeah, I was surprised on how much blood that could come out of that little nick I got. He says as he touches the knife, I just want to see if it's actually sharp or it's just me being stupid. Well, it's both.
Yeah, just own it. It's both.
Yep. It's like a Viking knife, kinda.
Oh, what's a Viking knife?
What's it called? It's called a blacksmith's knife. It doesn't have like a handle. It's I bent the metal to make it into a handle.
Oh.
And I use it to make like what's it called tinder plugs.
Tinder plugs.
Isn't that what it's called?
I don't know. You tell me.
English is my second language.
Tinder plugs. I'm not familiar with that term.
Well, just to make Tinder for making.
Oh,
fires.
okay. Yeah. For starting fires.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Not Tinder as in like the app for dating. Or
No.
what is considered dating, I suppose, in the 21st century.
I don't think I would consider dating, but that's growing pretty old.
Same. Can't help but sound like an old person when you're talking about that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Well, you'd be getting in character for Eldar.
Why, Eldar complain about Tinder?
No, they're all old people.
Oh. They're not all old people.
Well, you know what I meant. Have that old person view on the galaxy.
No, Eldar are very much, they're not good guys. And I don't know why they're always portrayed as such, like, or even kind of portrayed as even benevolent or, you know, indifferent to humans. Eldar they're basically white supremacists. They're racists of the highest extreme. Because
a-holes.
Yeah, they're assholes. They're not good guys.
I would say that, but Bobby G's got himself an Eldar girlfriend, so.
Yeah, but Bobby G, he's not even human.
Well, that's true.
I've never heard him called Bobby G.
Bobby G, man.
I knew exactly who it is. But, oh, shit. That's good.
But yeah, Bobby G's not human, so I mean, he can have whatever girlfriend he wants.
Well, my name is Bobby G. Got myself one of them elf girls.
You know?
You know?
And who's going to tell him otherwise?
That is one trope a lot of like fantasy portrays elves as being like these haughty, full of themselves people.
Yeah, because they're racists. Elves are racist.
Yeah.
Because they're basically their embodiment is they're completely selfish. They only they'll sacrifice 1,000,000 worlds to save one of their own lives. That's not a good guy does not make.
Well, in 40K, what makes a good guy?
Right, exactly. Which is the hilarity of 40K, and it's kind of hilarious how so many people, you know, take it to be, you know, like it's a mirror of our own world, and in a sense it is, but a lot of people have missed the point.
A lot of people like to say Tau are good guys, and I was like, well, they might generally be nice to you, but they are still, you know, invading other worlds and killing people, and
also they have an insane caste system.
Yeah, exactly. Like they're not about equality, right?
Even though they say so.
Even though they say it, they're not about it, because their very own homeworld is very strict. They have a hierarchy that cannot be compromised.
It can't, because genetically, like, if you're going to be a fire warrior, you have to be born in the fire caste, because genetically that is what you are.
Right, but that's not freedom.
No, I know. I was just saying, like,
right? Like, Tau are not good guys.
Now the Ratlings.
Now, Ratlings, on the other hand, yeah, they might be the good guys. They might be the unsung heroes of Warhammer 40,000.
That Ratling and Necromunda, he just wants to cook, man. He just wants to cook.
Yeah.
I need to cook.
There is a model on Forge World where it's for Necromunda where it's just a Ratling cooking.
Well, what else do they do?
Maybe I might be a ratling.
Do you like cooking? Are you always concerned about second breakfast?
Yeah, are you second breakfast and third tea?
Yeah. If you're all about second breakfast, you might be a ratling.
Well, I'm very concerned about spices. Putting spices in things. Potatoes.
There was a funny meme about second breakfast and the hobbits and Aragorn. I have to find it because
It's not the one where he's sodomizing him, is it?
No.
Oh.
It's the one where where he brings up second breakfast to the hobbits and he's basically they're like, what about second breakfast? He's like, that's right. There is no second breakfast. We keep going till nightfall. It's just like it cuts to like a face of dread on one of the hobbits.
Hey. Thermicus, 40k is our universe cranked up to 11. Yes, definitely. Maybe even 12. I love Tau, but they are as much assholes as all the other races. Yes, definitely.
Oh no, they're assholes.
You know who the heroes are? Nurgle.
Nurgle is the hero.
Yeah.
I concur.
All he wants to do is give his gifts.
Give gifts and have some laughs.
You know, all the Nurgle models, they're always happy.
Exactly.
Yeah. Nurgle claws.
Exactly. So Nurgle is
a good guy.
Is love. Nurgle is love.
And he's the good guy. He's the good guy in the story. He's the only one who's like wants to give you stuff without asking for anything in return.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's unconditional deceased love.
Exactly. Right.
You might not like his gift, but he's ready to give you his gift.
Well, I mean, but not liking his gift, that's on you because that means you're ungrateful.
Then you're the asshole.
Exactly. So then you're the asshole for not liking Nurgle's gift. Thermicus, Nurgle is the good guy we don't deserve. He's the hero we needed.
You heard it here first. New plot lore development is Nurgle is the good guy and everything else.
I've been saying that for years.
Are you that meme with a guy sitting at the bench at his table and changed my mind?
No.
Oh. Changed my mind.
I'm the guy on the bench with the sign that says "Make up your own damn mind."
Yeah, Nurgle. Nurgle is love. Nurgle is love. Right?
Unconditionally.
Unconditionally. Nurgle. I think I have to renew my Nurgle
You should buy
membership card.
Should buy more the plushies.
Yeah. Oh, I was already on the site earlier today. I almost bought a few more.
Oh, you bought more?
I almost did.
Almost? Well, you should turn that almost into a did.
Well, I do have an idea, a crazy idea.
Buy a
And
bunch and put them on the base.
almost.
Oh.
But yeah, I do want more. And so I think as long as they keep selling them, I'll probably still buy some. But I wish they would do more variations.
Yeah. The Nurgle Build-A-Bear.
Yeah, exactly. I want a Nurgle Build-A-Bear.
And with the Nurgle potato head.
The Nurgle potato head. Thermicus, Nurgle loves life. He understands for new life to exist, old life must die. Exactly, right? It's a Nurgle is all about the Zen, the circle of life. Nurgle is the good guy in this story. I believe it. That also probably makes me a heretic, but you know, So be it.
You like Eldar, so you're already inherited.
True. I'm already I don't want to say a racist, but whoa. Whoa.
Whoa there, bud.
Yeah. Whoa. Slow down. Pump the brakes.
Were you just gaslighting Matt into thinking he's a racist when you were the racist all along?
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, exactly, right?
That's a plot twist.
Yeah. I mean, I tease Matt.
Oh no, we know you're teasing.
It's just fun because I know, like, you know, he's trying to explain, and sometimes he's like, he tries to be serious about things, and I just like throwing curveballs at him and messing him up. It's just fun. I think because there's not enough people in his day-to-day life that do that to him. So that's why I do it to him.
Taking it upon yourself.
Yeah, I take it upon myself to be an asshole to him just because I know that there's not enough people in his life that are being assholes to him.
Noble sacrifice.
Yeah, and that is based on zero information from Matt.
Chris is being the noble martyr.
Yeah,
falling on the blade.
Yeah, just give me my sainthood now, and you know. Oh shit, that's awful. Poor Matt. Now I feel bad. Not really, but.
I was waiting.
Not really. I'd still be an asshole to him. Oh shit. It's just Z. Good afternoon, all. Good afternoon. What's happening? Just doing a little assemblage and some talking. Talking. Disflux. Anine, Chris. Anine.
I'm gonna need a translation for that.
Anine means hello.
In.
Ojibwe. Well, Anishinaabe.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. That's your word of the day.
Yep.
So if you ever encounter any Anishinaabe, you can say Anine and they'll be, hey, right on, brother.
I probably won't.
You won't meet them or you won't say it?
Oh, I'm well, in fear of butchering the language, maybe not.
Well, don't worry. It's because, see, the thing is that there are 6 dictionaries, at least 6 dictionaries on the language, and they're all correct. So, yeah. It's a very complex language. But yeah, really, it just accounts for dialect. That's why there's so many dictionaries. But yeah, it's kind of hilarious.
But the only exposure I've had to like First Nation type language is from Assassin's Creed 3.
Oh yeah, where they're speaking Mohawk.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the character is Mohawk. They're our word for them is Nottoway. They're the 6 Nations. But yeah, and they're completely different culture.
Oh yeah. That I understand.
Yeah.
Hey, it says here Mohawk. Cool.
Yeah. Thermicus, assholes are like good barbecue. Everyone needs some in their life. Wait, what? Disflux, did you see there will be a 40K tournament on a Cherokee reservation? No way. Send me a link, Disflux. I don't know if you're on our Discord, but if you want to post it in Discord, yeah. Because I don't know if you can post a link in the chat. But yeah, I would like to see that. If it's a Facebook link or whatever, let me know. Or send me an email if you don't have the Discord. Whatever it is. But get me that link. Please. Please. Por favor. Or, for Barfing Sheep's benefit, thank you is miigwech. You just learned another word. And so miigwech is thank you. Chi miigwech is like big thank you, or like thank you very much. Now, I don't know when you're going to utilize this, but
Tomorrow.
There you are. I don't know how this will benefit you in your life, but there you go.
I will spread the knowledge to my deity.
Yep. Just take it and go.
Yeah. So, okay, I gotta do some more snooping on this. What was it? What was the language again? The name of...
Well, I'm Ojibwe, but we speak Anishinaabe. We call ourselves Anishinaabe.
Okay.
More technical, I suppose, would be Anishinaabek. That's the plural. Anishinaabe is singular, and Anishinaabek is the plural. And I guess to be even more correct, Anishinaabe is the masculine, Anishinaabekwe is the feminine.
I love languages. This is cool.
Now, unfortunately, I'm not fluent, so I could not go into greater depth as far as, the origins or meanings.
I will say, I got to use the knowledge imparted by Chris one time this week to a friend about the feathers in the headdress being up or down.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, because, it only makes sense. Okay, to draw an example that most people would understand, right? In Europe, right, the English wore red, French wore blue. Why would they do that? Well, so it's easy to distinguish, who you're fighting and which side each other is on, right? It's like a uniform. Well, the feather thing is kind of like that, because basically in Europe, right, English and French, well, they both are light skinned, features are fairly similar. Well, in North America, a lot of the people here have very similar features, and, you got to be able to distinguish on the battlefield and the chaos of things, and, right? So, yeah. So when you see the feathers up, that's one side. Feathers down, that's the other side.
I was building one of the minis that I got from this Kickstarter, and she has a warhead dress. Or I don't know what the actual name for it would be, but the feathers were up, and I was like, I actually know what that means now because Chris told me.
Yeah, so typically those who wear their feathers up typically are like the planes, people in the planes. Not planes as in airplanes, as in planes as in great expanses of land. But yeah. That typically is people like Dakota, Dene, those people. And I say those people in the most politest way possible.
Yeah, he's using those people as in there are many people.
Those people. Without trying to sound like a total racist.
Thunderbird seems to be a thing.
Oh. Farfadugan. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Good enough.
I have a new 40K related video, and it's Dark Angels, but it's like Dark Angels in Italian. It's just clips of like very Italian yelling.
Jeez.
Over Dark Angels.
Good God.
Wearing little, the Dark Angels have those stereotypically like Italian mustaches, like photoshopped over them. Making the hand gestures, because many romantic languages involve hand gestures.
Yeah. Disflux. I guess North Georgia, where I live, would primarily be Cherokee Nation. Northern Georgia, like the state of Georgia. I'm trying to think of who the hell that is, because south of them is Seminole. I don't know if their territory would have expanded that far. I'm trying to think who the hell, because you got Delaware, which is everybody around Maryland, but I don't know how far out they would go from there. Oh, I should know the answer to this one. In northern Georgia.
I'm gonna look up on that.
Yeah. But yeah, it wouldn't be us. And Cherokees, it could be them. I don't know. It's hard to say with Cherokee, especially in the States, because anybody who claims any kind of descendancy from, any Native American people, oftentimes it's Cherokee. They're always Cherokee. And I don't know if that's because they don't know or what, but yeah. Right. Well, because see, the thing is that with so many people claiming being descendant of Cherokee, that would make the Cherokee Nation the biggest nation on North America, and that's not the case. Disflux. Whenever I went to a new country, I'd learn hello. Do you speak English in their home tongue? Yeah. A lot of Cherokee got deported. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
According to this map, possibly Powhatan.
Oh, Powhatan. Okay. Yeah.
But I don't know how accurate that is.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is that because there really wasn't any maps drawn up for borders or anything like that in North America pre-European contact, so everybody just knew where the boundaries were, right? It's like this mountain range over here, this river separates it, and you have
no idea like what tribe might have been there, because one tribe might have expanded.
Right. Yeah. It's because writing that shit down, we weren't concerned with that. At least in my experience. I don't know if any other nations have that record keeping, but yeah. Because even advanced cultures like Mayan and Inca and Aztecs, I don't think had very strict borders.
No, because they were constantly warring with their neighbors.
Constantly, I doubt.
Not constantly, but
yeah,
they built their empire.
Right. Well, and
sometimes it shrunk.
Yeah, it's I you know what I mean, like it's. When you hear that kind of talk about these old cultures, it often sounds more like projection when they talk about, well, they were constantly at war with each other and blah blah. You know what I mean? Like nobody can be at constant war with each other.
Well, yeah, not constantly, but
you know what I mean? Like it just is. It's not feasible. Nobody would survive, and even in a scenario in Europe, Africa, Asia, North America, South America,
100 Years' War wasn't constant war over 100 years. It was little spats over 100 years.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
What I was just getting at is over generations, stuff is growing and shrinking.
Right. Yeah.
Like male genitalia.
Because when the Europeans came over, I don't remember, was it the Incas or the Mayans were the predominant?
Well,
maybe the Aztecs.
The Aztecs are in the western side of what is now Mexico. The Mayan are the Yucatan, that whole peninsula. coming out from Mexico.
I'll be right back.
And then you have Inca, which is more South America, right? Peru and Tibet, or not Tibet, Peru and those areas, moving into Central America. But yeah, I mean, even for us, I mean, like we warred with the Six Nations, being, you know, the Huron, Mohawk, Seneca, and all them, and we also warred with the Dene, the Dakotas, right? But I mean, we also had long periods of peace with them as well, both of them, right? So it's you know, it's nation to nation type of relationships. Sometimes you're at peace, sometimes you have, you know, good years and bad years, right? The world over, it's the same story the world over. Everybody has these stories of, you know, peace with their neighbors and being at war with their neighbors. It's all the same. The more digging one does, the more you realize that, you know, there are more things in common with everybody on this planet than there are things that separate us. Sounds a little cliche, but
So cliche.
what's that?
The God creatures are so cliche.
Yeah. I like the missile launchers, but damn, they are only 2 shots. That's annoying. I don't know why they would make that.
Missile launchers are pretty, because I think they're short, medium, and long range.
Yeah, like they're good. Well, they're the same across all distances. They have a decent damage, but they also get extra damage. And they can attack ground targets.
These are also fighters. I'd imagine when the Phoenix Bomber comes out, or when you get to the Phoenix Bomber, so maybe it might be able to carry more missiles.
Yeah. No, I think I'm going to go with the 2 Bright Lances, and I think I'll do 1 with a Scatter Laser. I was thinking Star Cannon, but the extra shots might be more fun. But I'm trying to think of when a Scatter Laser in this game, in the context of all this, when is that ideal?
What, like close range?
Yeah, coming in close with a 6 power, but only doing 5+ damage.
Well, that's kind of average for like what the game would consider like a machine gun, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Because Orc and Imperial like autocannons and Daco cannons or whatever they're called for orcs are about the same. With that, they're like in the 4s and 5s.
Because even the Shuriken Cannon, it's an 8, 4, and 0. It's 8 firepower. That's huge.
Yeah, you get 8 dice.
Yeah. But it's only a damage 5+, but it's unlimited ammo.
Yeah, a lot of the unlimited ammo, like machine gun stand-ins, are 5+.
Right.
And where that would come in is, I think that would come in pretty often, because you're one of the few, you're the only faction that gets the super hard maneuvers.
Yeah.
And at least 2 of the current factions favor short to medium range.
Yeah.
I.e. Orcs and Imperials.
Yeah, Tau appears to favor medium to long.
So odds are,
in typical Tau fashion.
Playing the odds, you're more likely to play it unless you're constantly playing Gim.
Well, I haven't seen Jim in a while.
You're more likely to face Imperial and Orc players who are trying to get up in your face to begin with.
Yeah.
And they have, I mean, granted you're fast and nimble jets, but they can get across. They have ways to get across the board really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
I think medium and short range weapons would be more beneficial than missile launcher. My opinion, my experience by playing Imperials. So.
Yeah, I guess really it's the role that you want them to occupy, right? Jink.
And
I don't know what Jink does. What does Jink do?
I think it's a save.
Really?
I think, because at least how I play my Aeronautica is all my jets saved for when the game initially launched. All my jets have air-to-air weaponry at medium to close range.
Right.
Because if you're going to attack ground targets, you might as well get the bombers or the ground attack airplanes for that because they have better default weaponry for that.
Right.
And typically they can carry more.
No, I think I'm going to keep the Nightwings kind of like how they intend. Basically, their air superiority fighter. Leave the Phoenix for the multi-role kind of gibbly-gook. Because Bright Lances are really good. They're only a 1 at short range, but they're 2/2 at medium and long with a 2-up damage. With extra damage.
I like the plan you had where it was 2 Bright Lances and 1 Scatter Laser.
Yeah.
Keep the Scatter Laser one kind of loitering around the 2 of them for when the Imperial and Orc players want to get close.
Well, I think like the biggest thing for the Eldar, because of the maneuverability, I think I'm thinking of it like basically in Battlefield Gothic, because the Eldar are so maneuverable and fast that basically they can just get in behind their targets, and you can't get rid of them, right?
Because there is an aspect to this game where if you are behind somebody for, they end their activation and you start and you're behind them, you get bonuses to shooting at them.
Yeah.
And if you're maneuvering to get behind somebody, you're already going to be in that medium to short range anyway.
Yeah. Disflux. Yeah, my homeboy from Bolivia is pretty native. Says that they had similar problems in South America. Going to magnetize weapon options, or is it not that big of a deal? It's not that it's a big of a deal. It's just that, see, like there's not much to the body in these planes, right?
Not a lot of real estate.
Yeah, and like there's not a lot of plastic to mount a magnet in here. And the smallest magnets I currently have are these, I think 1/16. And like you need at least 2 of them, unless of course I cut a piece of like metal or something. But like even just 2 of these little magnets is that thick. That's 2 magnets, and I don't think that's enough, because I definitely would want them to be flush when I play with them, right? So yeah. No, I think I'm just going to go with the hard options and go from there. If I was really super clever, I mean, I could cut like a little something metal that's thin, that's magnetic, and then just embed the magnet into the body, and then have these little, pieces of metal in the like just simply glued onto the weapon.
I do that to my Titan.
Oh yeah. Kim, I've got some 1mm by 1mm magnets. Those would work. Yeah, I don't know what the hell these measurements are. I don't think they're 1mm. They could be 1mm. I don't know. I've never measured them. What time are we at here? Holy shit, 10 minutes OT. Let's see here. Just really quick, just for my own education.
You've been here like 40 minutes ago.
Where the hell is my tape measure? There it is. Alright. Oh. Let's have a look here. So it's got millimeters? No, it's only got inches. But, oh wait, don't I have a ruler somewhere? Oh, no, it's in the other room. Shit. Damn it. Yeah, I don't have a ruler handy. But anyway, yeah, I'm pretty sure these magnets, they are, what is it, 1/32 of an inch or something? What the hell are these things? Oh, look at that. Sticks to the tape measure. Anyway, yeah, here's 4 magnets, and that is what, 1/4 of an inch. So yeah, these are pretty darn small magnets. I don't know, what is it, what is the smallest increment within an inch on a tape measure? Half, quarter.
I think like a 1/16.
1/16, right? Yes, 1/16. So what is 1/16 in millimeter? Probably just over a millimeter. No, it wouldn't be that. It'd be like 2 or 3 millimeters, right?
1/6. It might go even smaller to 1/32.
1/32. I don't know if I've.
I don't know how granulated your tape measure is. You'd have to sit there and actually count all the dashes.
Yeah, no, I'm not fucking doing that.
A lot of them just.
That sounds like a fucking nightmare to me.
But there are some that go down to 1/32.
Right. Disflux, has anyone tried playing this game on Tabletop Simulator? I have no idea. I honestly am not a big fan of Tabletop Simulator. I don't know, it just doesn't look right, and I don't like how everything looks the same on the tabletop. Like, the graphics for it, there's like zero depth in the image. Kim, I got some 1 millimeter is 0.039 inch. What is 0.3 of an inch? Is that an eighth or a 16th? Fuck. See, it's so stupid. Why doesn't the rest of the planet? Why doesn't America join the rest of the world in using metric?
You can pry the imperial system from our cold dead.
I guess. Jeez Louise. All this talk of fucking measurements is hurting my brain. Anywho.
Oh, I broke a bunch of magnets.
Disflux, I submitted my newest army in list discussion on Discord. Oh, okay, cool. Did you post a link to that tournament?
Hey.
Disflux, post a link to that tournament that you mentioned earlier.
We might still use the imperial system, but at least we're not like the UK that's using like 5 or 6 different systems of measurement. They still use stone and stuff.
Yeah, I never understood that. What is a stone?
What, 2 kilos?
Is that what a stone is?
I don't know where it came from, but I think back in the day it's like, how much do you weigh? And it just went and literally got like a big stone.
Yeah, well, because like when they talk about a person's weight, they're like, yeah, I'm like 40 kilos in a stone. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean?
40 kilos.
40 kilos in stone.
Yeah, 40 kilos, and then you go get a fucking stool.
Yeah, like, and any of you UK monkeys out there, like, let me know, like, what the fuck does that mean? Kim says 4K or that about is a stone. Fuck. So if
one stone is 6.3 kilograms.
6.3? Why the 0.3?
Because that's the size of the stone that the English used.
Oh, this is all giving me a fucking tumor. This is giving me a brain tumor.
You can pry the imperial system from our cold dead.
Oh, fuck, apparently. That's so stupid.
Yeah. Why don't you go fight the British over using the stone?
I might just get on a plane.
Chris goes to Adepticon, like, tries to find, like, the first English person. It's like, you use stone as a system of measurement. I'm gonna throw hands now.
Yeah, we're throwing hands over a stone. Over apparently 6.3 of a kilo. Fuck.
It's probably some form of trade measurement.
I'm
I'm
not
sure
even.
There was like a set size for like the stone that they need.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna give this any more thought because it's already like I can feel pressure on my brain up here. So I'm not giving it any more.
It's the pressure. Pressure means you're learning.
Fuck that.
Getting a blood clot.
Yeah, it's a fucking blood clot. Could be the goddamn COVID. I don't know, but fuck. God damn it. Thermicus, decimals are just fractions in another form. What's the problem? Problem is people making me think. That's the problem.
The problem is if you're English and in chat, use stone to weigh yourself. Chris is gonna throw hands with me.
Yeah. We're gonna throw stones.
That's what we had.
You're gonna throw stones.
Disflux. Kicker mentions a new frontline gaming tournament in February. What's Kicker? I don't know what Kicker is. What's Kicker? And you didn't post a link. It just Disflux. It just shows 3 little asterisk-y things. In the video link I posted, I didn't. There's no link. There's no link. Disflux. Post it in Discord. Post in Discord. Or maybe he did. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he did post Discord.
Yeah, not. I'm checking now. I don't see shit.
Today is getting Chris riled up day.
Yeah, apparently.
Everybody in chat is encouraged when you go back to Discord to only use stone.
Yeah, pretty much. It's censored on my side. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have it set in the Twitch chat that you can't post links, just to stop any of the fucking. It seemed like there was a kick of racists that were jumping on streams for a while, so that's why I implemented that shit.
Post it Discord.
Yeah, just go to Discord, because that way if you send dick pics and stuff like that, at least I can just ban you right there. Not that posting dick pics would get you an automatic ban, but yeah, they gotta be tasteful. No face, no balls.
Just a dainty shaft.
Just the shaft. That's right. That's a proper dick pic. I wonder if I should do a tutorial on doing dick pics.
Well, there are minis that you can 3D print that are naked with their, family jewels just kind of out.
Well,
somebody posted one in a Discord server,
Stones
and I'm
out.
like, oh wow, okay.
Disflux. Most of the time, dick pics are inappropriate. Are they? Most of the time? So, some of the time they're appropriate? I hear what you're saying, Disflux. I hear what you're saying. I hear you. Most of the time they're inappropriate. But sometimes they're the right call. He's like, no, you fucking dick. They're never appropriate. Yeah, I can hear it now. He's like, no, you asshole. He's typing on his computer. God damn it. Quit twisting my words. It's just Z, LOL. Yeah. Alrighty. Disflux. I'm not here to kink shame. Neither am I. I try not to. Although sometimes there's a line.
I mean, there was that guy who was obsessed with Joe Biden.
There is that, and that is a kink. That is a kink. Anyway, all right. We're calling it there because I'm not getting any fucking work done. Barfing. Any last words of wisdom?
Yes. Nurgle is your friend.
There we go. Nurgle is our friend. Boop.
Words of wisdom? Advice? Okay. He who measure in stone will throw hands.
You forgot to start that with Confucius says.
Confucius says, he who measure with stone will throw hands.
It's just like the meme of Confucius says, "Don't believe everything you read on the internet."
Yeah, it's like Confucius says. Bruce Lee told me that don't believe everything you read on the internet.
Yeah. Alrighty, kids. I'm gonna get the hell out of here. I'll talk to you guys later. And I think we're gonna do this at the same time tomorrow. So hopefully, I'm not gonna be just working on this shit. I don't know. Should we go back to the beast tomorrow, or should we continue with some more Aeronautica assemblies? Hopefully, I'll have my Eldar done before then. What's that?
I would like to see what some of the other stuff besides the Nightwing looks like.
Yeah. I can't believe it took us 2 hours to get 3 Nightwings mostly assembled.
I don't know. You got 3 models built. That's more than you normally get.
True. That's very true. And these are complex little buggers. I mean, that sprue is no joke. That's no joke. Kim says more Aeronautica. More aeroerotica. No, that doesn't work. Fuck. Alright, kids. What's that?
Porn on a plane. Aeroerotica.
Areola erotica? Aeroerotica?
Aeroerotica. That's porn on a plane.
Porn on a plane.
Yeah.
I dig it. That sounds like a website.
Mile High Club.
Alrighty, let's get the hell out of here. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Headphone warning. Dun dun dun.